What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're back out in the desert today. I got the 6 cents Finesse ball head that I think will work pretty well out here. I'm going to show you guys how to modify it a little bit to suit some of those smallmouth fishing situations, and even when it's even tough, you can kind of make it a little bit more compact. How to use a stroker craw as a trailer to get it even more compact. As always, all the tackle and everything is linked down below, along with some awesome discount codes. So drop some comments, like the video, and subscribe, and let's get into it. All right, so I just broke off a jig. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up my box and I'm going to get out a new jig, and we're gonna use this one. I'm gonna use this guy right here, 6 cents ball head Finesse jig. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys how I modify this and get that stroker craw ready. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pair of scissors and I'm going to cut probably 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch off, just like that. And then I'm going to cut this to a point, kind of like that, with a little flat edge to it. So you want that flat top right here, because that's where your hook's going to go through, and then it's going to go on to the keeper. And I'm going to cut it just a little bit more on the top and the bottom to kind of somewhat round it off a little bit, just like so. I'm going to do a little bit more, just like that. And I'm going to cut these at a little bit more of a diagonal, because it's not, this will flare your skirt a lot if you don't round it off a little bit. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but I just don't want it to flare that skirt too much. So as you can see, you just kind of cut it so it kind of rounds everything off a little bit. And then we're going to take our jig, just like that. And what we're going to do is fan everything out so we can thread our stroker craw on right down the middle of our stroker craw. Going to come out right towards the head. You want to make sure you come out right at the middle, and then we're going to twist it on there. I like to do it upside down so the skirt kind of falls a little bit more even. Just twist it on there all the way up top, just like that. And then what I also want to do is, because that skirt's real long, I'm going to trim that skirt till it's about to the head of that stroker craw. So I'm going to hold this bait up just like that. You can trim this skirt basically at the hook itself before you do it, but I wanted to kind of give you guys an idea at the location that I'm going for when I'm trimming this skirt and how long I want it to be, because that's going to help. That's going to give your trailer, your stroker craw, the most action, because the jig skirt's not going to get in its way, and it's going to give it a much more compact profile. So just like that, our jig is ready to go. Nice compact profile, and we're ready to go catch some fish. There's one. There's one. That's a good one. Stay on, fish. Stay on there. Stay on, stay on, stay on, little smallmouth. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Now we are talking. Look at that jig right in its mouth. Look at that. Bam. That's a chunky smallmouth. That's what we came to Mojave for, is these little 3-pound smallmouth. There we go. Let's get some more of those. There's one. There's one. Got him. There we go. The high spot produces. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, there's a better one with it. Oh my gosh, there's 3 out here. 3 good smallmouth. 3 good smallmouth out here. There we go. That's a chunk. Now we're talking. There were 3 of them just like this out there. Wow, that's awesome. Chunk smallmouth. Gotta love that on that jig. Look at that hook set right there, perfect. There we go. Heck yeah. So real quick, I want to go into my equipment that I was using throwing that jig today. First thing I'm going to start off with is talking about the rod and reel combo. I'm using the 6 cents unicorn rod along with a Shimano Corrado K. I got 12-pound test Sunline FC Sniper fluorocarbon, and with that jig I had the 6 cents stroker craw cut down like I showed you guys for my jig trailer. This setup right here is perfect for a finesse jig and your lighter jigs. And then if you're gonna go up to a heavier jig, that's when you're gonna wanna go with the 7'4" unicorn rod. This one's the 7'3".